Okay, Shenanigans, Shady Town, Mama's Couch. I had to hop on tonight. I'm tired. It's late. But what happened at the University of Tennessee today, we need to talk about. So you may have heard that Tennessee quarterback Nico, let me get his name right, Iamaleava, Nico Iamaleava, that's his name, okay, Tennessee quarterback, skipped practice today. Didn't show up. Everybody was surprised. What's going on? Shenanigans. We know we got plenty of shenanigans in this story. Okay, so a little bit of backstory. Nico joined the team in 2023. He was the number 2 ranked player nationally. So huge win for Tennessee. The collective went after him hard. He reportedly got a multi-year $8 million deal. Reportedly, that's what he got. Okay. His first year, he played behind Joe Milton. The second year, he's in charge. So last year, which was his first year as a starter, I would say he had okay results. He was tied for 7th in the 16-team SEC and tied and 32nd nationally for passing efficiency. So he was all right. Okay. Not superstar, not bad, just all right. Tennessee had a decent season. I think they went 10-3, and that was his first year results. Now, you may recall that Tennessee got in trouble for some recruiting violations a couple years ago, and Nico was part of all that. Okay, and so the NCAA came after Tennessee. Oh, the whole state went crazy, include congressmen and legislators and all those people. Okay. What they did was they plied him with collective dollars as a recruiting inducement prior to that being acceptable. Okay? So now you can use NIL collective dollars as a recruiting inducement, but at the time you could not. So that's what they got in trouble for. Okay. So net was Tennessee engaged in all kinds of shenanigans to get Nico, only to find themselves here, not even 24 months later. Okay. So today, Friday, April 11th, okay, he didn't show up for spring practice and nobody knew that he was not coming. Okay. It got revealed earlier this week that his contract was in renegotiation. Okay. Last night, according to reports, he acted like he was part of the team. He took part of team dinners. He was not showing any signs of anything wrong. He seemed to be part of the family. Today, he didn't show up. Tomorrow is spring game. And so the reason I felt compelled to come on and do this tonight is because I needed to say some things before tomorrow, because I don't really know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I want to put my stake in the ground now about what I see. Okay. So now, if you saw earlier today, I talked about the fact that we're moving with the settlement, and that's going to take the collectives out of the picture for the most part and put the agreements directly with the university with these athletes under the rev share. So it's quite possible he was moving his agreement from the collective, okay, which is called Spire Sports, okay, to the University of Tennessee directly. So that wouldn't be a renegotiation. That would be a new contract. Perhaps that's what's going on. I'm speculating, but it's a reasonable speculation, okay? So it feels like he's just sitting it out. And he's using this as a tactic, a strong arm tactic in the negotiations. Is this true? I have no idea. Seems like that's what's happening. Okay. But why? Why was the $8 million that he got 2 years ago in the multi-year deal 2 years ago no longer sufficient? So they talked to some family friends and some reporting, and the family friends reported, oh, they're very happy in Tennessee and he's very happy with his deal. Come on now. We gave up alternative facts a long time ago. So, what do we know this happened in the atmosphere? We know that Duke apparently offered the former Tulane QB $4 million a year, or at least $4 million for a year. Okay. We know that Carson Beck got at least $4 million when he went to Miami. He might have gotten 5 or 6. Okay. So maybe Nico's just feeling like, hey, maybe I need more money. I'm better than those guys. Maybe. Okay. And so he felt like the field was no longer balanced and tilted in his favor, and he wanted a new deal. Okay. All I got to say is pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. I don't have any idea what's going to happen to Nico. Okay. But if this is a negotiation strategy, which has got to be, it doesn't end well. Okay. So if Tennessee concedes to whatever his demands are, okay, and they get a deal done, which will inevitably get leaked, he's going to get side-eye until he gets on the field and delivers. Okay. If he stays in place and keeps the deal he has, maybe he feels underappreciated and doesn't deliver at the level that he can. Okay. Maybe there's already been some impermissible contact and he's hitting the portal on the 16th anyway. That's next Wednesday. Maybe. Okay. Maybe it's all a ruse and nothing is going on. Maybe he had a stomachache today and just didn't tell anybody. Okay. But with all of this public reporting, we know that the locker room dynamics are going to be affected. It's no way that what's happening in the locker room is not being affected by all this. Do they have a QB or do they not? Y'all were boys yesterday. Now today he's holding out, not coming to practice. And there's no way you can tell me that the psychology of the locker room does not have effect on the player that's supposed to be leading the team. So I just think it doesn't end well. No matter how it ends, it doesn't end well unless the sole goal is dollars. Okay? So this is a bad precedent. This holding out is a bad precedent. Okay? But regardless of the outcome, since it's happened once, it'll happen again. Definitely going to happen again. Okay. So maybe winning games doesn't matter. Maybe getting degrees doesn't matter. Maybe locker room dynamics don't matter. Maybe all that matters is dollars and cents. Is that really all that matters? Some of us been living a long time. Anyway, it's late. I'm tired. I need to take my dog out. He needs to go for a walk. But I just want to know what you think. This is what I can surmise in the little bit of time that, I've had to process this. Thanks to my church brother, Anthony Lee, for saying, hey, Jan, what do you think about this? As always, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later. We'll see what happens on Saturday. Is he going to show up for the game? I don't know. We'll see. Have a good night, guys. Peace.